Hey there, welcome back to the channel. If you're into crypto, you've probably heard about XRP. It's one of the most talked about digital currencies out there, and for good reason. Whether you're already a holder, thinking about investing, or just curious about what this coin is all about, you're in the right place. In today's video, we're diving deep into XRP, its history, how it works, and why it's such a big deal in the crypto space. Let's get into it. XRP is a cryptocurrency, but it's different from many others you might have heard of, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. XRP was created by a company called Ripple Labs, founded in 2012. Now, most cryptocurrencies are built to operate as a decentralized digital currency for peer-to-peer transactions, but XRP was designed with a different focus, solving real-world problems in the global financial system. Think of XRP as a bridge for international money transfers. Its primary goal is to enable faster and cheaper cross-border payments compared to traditional systems like SWIFT. Instead of taking days and charging hefty fees, XRP transactions can happen in seconds, with much lower costs. And that's a game changer, especially for businesses dealing with international clients. Now, let's get into the mechanics of how XRP works. XRP isn't mined like Bitcoin. Instead, Ripple Labs created 100 billion XRP tokens from the start, and only a portion is in circulation at any given time. This creates a more stable environment for XRP's value. XRP transactions are processed on the Ripple network, which is a decentralized blockchain that enables quick and secure transfers. Unlike Bitcoin, which is proof of work, Ripple uses a consensus algorithm called the RippleNet protocol. This allows XRP transactions to be validated in just a few seconds, without the need for expensive mining. The system is highly efficient, and its main advantage is the speed. We're talking around 3 to 5 seconds per transaction. And that's not all. XRP also offers scalability. It can handle thousands of transactions per second, which is far more than Bitcoin or Ethereum. This makes it a very attractive option for financial institutions, especially those looking to move large sums of money internationally without the hassle. So, how does XRP stack up against other cryptocurrencies? Well, it's important to note that while Bitcoin and Ethereum are primarily focused on being decentralized, XRP is more focused on serving the financial industry directly. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning there's no single authority that controls it. It's mainly seen as a store of value and an investment. Ethereum is more about decentralized applications and smart contracts, providing a platform for developers. But XRP, on the other hand, was created to solve real-world problems in the financial sector, mainly by providing faster, cheaper, and more reliable cross-border payments. Now, the most obvious difference is the transaction speed. Bitcoin and Ethereum transactions can take minutes or even hours to process, especially when the network is congested. XRP, though, processes transactions in seconds, making it ideal for large financial transactions where time is money. Now, let's talk about Ripple Labs, the company behind XRP. While XRP is designed to be decentralized, Ripple Labs plays a central role in its development and adoption. Ripple Labs has worked hard to partner with financial institutions like Santander, American Express, and PNC to use XRP for international payments. But here's where it gets interesting. Ripple's legal battle with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, SEC, has been a big issue for XRP. The SEC filed a lawsuit against Ripple, claiming that XRP is a security and should have been registered as such. This legal battle has caused a lot of uncertainty, but it's also led to some interesting debates about the future of cryptocurrency regulation. As of now, the case is ongoing, and depending on the outcome, it could have a big impact on XRP's future. But even with the legal hurdles, XRP has continued to grow and gain traction in the crypto space.
As many of you know, just over 4 years ago, the United States SEC filed its lawsuit against Ripple. I'm finally able to announce that this case has ended. It's over. Sitting here today and reflecting on 4 years ago, it seems very clear to me that this case was doomed from the start. In so many ways, it was the first major shot fired in the war on crypto. I truly felt like I knew then that Ripple was not only on the right side of the law, but I felt that we were also going to be proven to be on the right side of history.
It really, I think, sends an ominous sign for innovation around cryptocurrency in the United States. Picking winners in general has not been something the U.S. government should be in the business of doing.
I think the judge realizes
This is not just about Ripple. This will have broader implications. As Mary Jo White, the former head of the SEC, has said publicly that she views this as a dead wrong, and the SEC is dead wrong on this decision.
Ripple is the first company with the resources, determination, and grit to fight back against the agency's overreach. And today, this journey finally concludes. Today is a victory and a long overdue surrender by the SEC. The SEC, under Chairman Gary Gensler, went after the whole industry, using the same arguments they used against us. They weren't out to protect investors. They were out to intimidate and terrorize. The regulator, whose primary purpose is to protect investors, went all in on a non-fraud, victimless lawsuit and wiped out $15 billion of value from innocent XRP holders. The SEC was the market manipulator. The SEC wasn't seeking justice. They were seeking to win a case at any cost. Forces inside our government aligned with the SEC and embarked on a campaign of debanking anyone associated with the crypto industry. This was lawfare, a war of legal terror. Fortunately, the judge rebuked the SEC multiple times in this journey. First, for lacking a, quote, faithful allegiance to the law. The SEC was sanctioned in our case for discovery abuses, and the pattern was repeated in other crypto cases.
Well, let's just say they're trying to confuse you.
We won then on every critical legal point, proving that the digital asset XRP is not a security. That is now the law. And those wins have laid the groundwork for policymakers to adopt a set of rules for crypto that are in line with nearly a century of securities law. With today's news, the war on crypto has ended in defeat for those who turned our own government against a technology and entire industry. I'm heartened that we have paved the way for other industry players to see the value in not backing down, and for others to use our legal playbook to fight back. We are now closing a chapter in crypto history. I think we are all stronger for our prior litigation successes and today's landmark victory. Progress is worth fighting for. We won multiple pro-crypto victories at the ballot box last year. It's time to make the U.S. the crypto capital of the world. Thankfully, we have new leadership in executive and legislative branches of our government. That leadership is actively seeking a rational and constructive way forward on crypto. Let's make the most of this. This is an incredibly promising moment. Let's come together. Let's leave the tribalism behind. Let me make it clearer that my main message, what Ripple's main message today, is about gratitude. It's gratitude to everyone who stood by us, to every Ripple employee, to the incredible legal team here at Ripple, led by the best chief legal officer in the business, Stu Alderodi. Gratitude certainly to the XRP family, to our customers, to our partners. Thank you on this battle without all of you being behind us and working together. I truly believe we all agree there's immense opportunity with the largest economy in the world finally taking a pro-crypto and pro-innovation approach to build this technology in order to solve real-world problems for people around the planet. This was a fight Ripple never wanted, but one we knew we had to win. And today, emphatically, we have. Thank you.
So, why is XRP such a big deal? One of the most exciting things about XRP is its real-world use cases. Ripple Labs has worked with major financial institutions to enable quicker, cheaper, and more secure cross-border transactions. It's not just theoretical, it's already being used by businesses and banks around the world. For example, XRP is used for remittances, which is when money is sent across borders. The traditional system for this is slow, expensive, and not always reliable. But with XRP, these transactions can be completed in seconds and at a fraction of the cost. That's huge for people who need to send money to family or business partners in different countries. Additionally, XRP is being used for liquidity in financial markets. Companies like SBI Holdings in Japan use XRP as a bridge currency to provide liquidity for transactions, making it easier to move money between different currencies. So, what's next for XRP? Well, the future looks pretty promising despite the ongoing legal battle. As more financial institutions continue to adopt RippleNet and XRP, the demand for the token could rise. If XRP successfully navigates its legal challenges, it could be in an even stronger position to disrupt the global payment system. There's also a growing interest in using XRP for decentralized finance, DeFi. While it's primarily used for cross-border payments, the blockchain itself could potentially play a role in the wider DeFi ecosystem, offering faster and cheaper alternatives to traditional financial services. Price predictions for XRP vary, of course, but with its real-world use cases and the ongoing developments at Ripple Labs, it's definitely one to watch. So that's the lowdown on XRP. Whether you're an investor, a crypto enthusiast, or just someone who wants to learn about this digital currency, it's clear that XRP has the potential to change the way money moves around the world. The future of XRP is still unfolding, but its speed, efficiency, and partnerships with financial institutions make it a cryptocurrency worth paying attention to. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for more crypto insights, and share this with anyone who might be curious about XRP. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.